Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 54 of Direwolf20's server play series. Hanging out on the server, and I still need to craft my, whatchamacallit from last episode. Oh, CPW's on, awesome. Main guy behind Forge Mod Loader, the thing that makes it so that Forge can load mods. He's a cool guy. Cool, so I am going to, I think, get that frame motor crafted like I told you guys last episode I would, and I'll be back in a few. Alright. Alright, got myself a few frame motors. I'm going to start playing with some stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I think I overused some things too in last episode for what I want to do. So I'm not entirely sure I want to work all this out. As always, it's dark in my world when I go to it, so I need to sleep through the night. Yeah, Soren has a lot of UU matter.
And creosote oil and water. If lava would work, I would drain out the nether and use a tank cart to transport it, but right now it's having some bugs. I should really squeeze some honey. But
I think I determined that I don't really, well, not sure if I want to do it this way or not. I don't think I need to. But I'm not sure how I want to do it if I'm not going to do it this way. See? This is where the trouble comes in. Let me think about this build for a minute and I'll be right back.
it uses it almost instantly.
I'm back, by the way, to recording.
Woohoo.
We're going to try this and see if I like it or not. And if I don't like it, I'll go back to the other idea I had.
What you doing, Matta?
And, let's see. Probably want to do that. And then some frames might be cool to put on these guys. But we want to make sure that we have them all covered and everything, because we don't want them really affecting anything except the two blocks that I have.
You're welcome to some if you like.
I'm having fun building a probably unnecessary, but interesting at least, frame machine.
No.
Ooh, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, guys. So, just messing around with this little frame machine. I don't know if anybody's figured out exactly what I'm planning just yet. Soren, any guesses?
I'm still trying to figure out why you have a frame in the middle of your floor, but okay. Sorting?
Because it's a work in progress.
Go!
Ha ha ha!
I heard laser.
Love the laser.
Every time we update our configs, I keep forgetting to turn off the laser sound or the sound first too.
Oh, you actually like overwrite your configs?
Typically, I keep forgetting IC2 doesn't need update.
Yeah, now we're good. Oh, there's CBW. What's up, buddy?
Still in bronze.
Yeah, so what do I want to do here? Probably something along these lines. Let's try and get this thing moving. I'm probably going to want a couple frame motors. I brought 4 of them with me. This should be enough. Let's put them like this. One here. Drop the screwdriver into place. And one there. Nope, wrong tool. That might be about right. I have no idea. So that guy should actually go 1, 2, and this should go 1, 2. Alright, now for some levers to test these things out. There we go.
Too much with this.
Any idea what I'm doing?
That's something. Okay. Oh, okay. So you're making that. Wouldn't it be better to use a filter?
Shh. Nonsense.
Nonsense.
Why would I use a filter?
Say if you want one, I have one. Because I think I'm
Sort
done
of
building.
CPW, sort of. I just have to figure out exactly how I want to build this next piece. If I want to have a deployer block breaker combo, or if I want to have an arm situation going on. So how about I come right back in a few minutes. All right, and I am back, and I'm gonna do an arm, I think. So let's do this. There we go. That puts it back where it was. So that's the far left, right? So we're basically going to want to do this. And here we're going to want to do this. No, not that. And TeamSpeak's a little quiet right now because a couple people had to disappear for a few, but that's okay. They'll probably be back eventually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just got back. I had a victor of a large spider.
Oh, yeah. Not a particularly large fan of spiders over here.
I hate them.
Like, I'm not, like, terrified of them and scream or anything, but, like, I don't love them either.
No. This one was about big as the palm of my hand.
Nice.
Okay.
It was a big spider, and I don't like them, and it was sitting right above my monitor in my eye line.
Yeah,
Nice.
you probably want to take care of that right away.
Yeah, he's just been evicted. Believe me, I moved for my computer rather quickly when I saw him in front of me.
Nice.
I used to be terrified. I mean, literally, if I knew there was one in the room with me, I couldn't sleep in that room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it used to be that bad. Like,
My
if I
wife
just
really
moved
doesn't
from the
like
room-
them. Well, I guess
Pardon?
that's like, that's probably not like too uncommon, but my wife really doesn't like them.
Are you in a part of America where there's like some nasty ones?
No, nope, they're all like, well, I mean, I'm sure there's some nasty ones somewhere, but no, I'm in the Northeast, so there's not too much craziness going on.
Okay.
I'm
You
sure
get
like
some
all
bad ones
responses
over
to
there,
this
don't you?
video will be like lists of poisonous and deadly spiders in the Northeast, but
Because there are some nasty ones in America, aren't there?
Oh yeah.
Some
Yeah.
parts.
so I need what?
I don't know how
two
people
more?
could live in places like that.
Yeah, and there's some like really crazy big ones out there too that are just like, holy cow.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a baby chicken. Soren, was that you?
Mid. I needed to get rid of an egg. So
I feel
threw it.
terrible killing this baby chicken, so I'm gonna like portal gun him away.
As you make a mess.
Yeah, I am.
I have a better idea.
I got him.
Well, goodness.
The other kind of portal gun, huh?
I was like, where'd you guys go?
Alright, baby chicken goes over there, and you can see the giant mess I made, which I will cover up at some point. I was using the mining laser to clear out room for my quarry arm, my frame arm thingy here. Alright, so that should kind of work. And then I can do one more. Yoink. And this thing can be covered here. So now I've got this neat little arm that I can move from here.
Okay.
all
You
the way
get it
down
safe.
here.
Back to texturing.
Back to texturing for Zycraft. And I'm getting pushed by... Oh, okay, cool. Good to know. Forgot a cover. Sweet. I like it. All right, so I've got that in progress now. Cool.
I didn't realize that on YouTube, if you had like hundreds of people subscribed, every time you even made a comment, they all got notified.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Typically, it's like, yes, there's another bit. No, there's not. Dang it.
What's Direwolf commenting on now?
Yeah, it's like I have you, piano guys. I should
I'm
probably.
not interested in what Direwolf likes.
No, that's unimportant. We just want to see what he does.
I'm pretty sure this open-ended tube down here won't actually do anything, but I'm putting a restriction tube on the end of it anyway. Just to prevent anything from flowing down that path. Alright, so now I've got this moving thingy that I can pulse and pull items out of chests. How fun does that sound? What do you think, Soren? So far, so good.
Interesting.
Yeah. Alright, now...
Just wish... What? No.
I want to create a chest over here. I think I've got one on me. I lied, I do not. Oh, getting close to sleeping time, buddy.
Ooh. Oh, can't get up. Okay. We don't want another creeper incident.
Yeah, there's already been one or two. Soren.
Hey, I didn't die, just your floor did.
Yeah, that's the point. I wouldn't have cared if you died. I would have taken your stuff.
I understand now. Not like I'm holding these Zyka goodies on my character right now.
Oh, if you were, I would be killing you quick. I wouldn't think twice. Alright, let's head off in this direction-ish.
I'm gonna stand over here then. Run. Would you shoot a laser at? Would you shoot it again?
I don't know. Probably my frame motor.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm making a big mess. Don't mind me.
I just hear you.
Just Direwolf being derpy. Don't worry, guys. All fixed.
Dire being derpy with a laser.
What else is new?
That sounds unsafe.
Much better. I'll clean this all up later, I promise. I always promise that kind of thing. Alright, now I want to get some pneumatic tubing leading straight to here. And I'm going to get this nice and under the floor. Connect it to that dude. Cool. Anybody figured out what I'm making yet? Aside from the people who I already told? Yeah, you can't talk because I think I told you.
Perhaps.
I'm more talking to the YouTube audience at the moment.
I realized. He's talking to me! That would be very conceited.
Achievement get, bookmarking. Or whatever that just said.
Benchmarking? Did you make a project table?
No, I made a crafting table.
Oh!
Which apparently I've never done before.
Oh, it probably reset because of multi-MC.
I think that's actually a Forge bug, not a multi-MC bug, but I could be wrong.
Well,
I think it's whenever the jar gets rebuilt.
Yeah, so technically not multi-MC, but in this case it rebuilds the jar every time.
I'm assuming you guys fixed that in 1.3.2 CPW?
It's how multi-MC builds a jar. And depending on how Minecraft handles achievements.
I'm going to need a lot more of that stuff.
Oh, one more thing.
Oh, well that's cool. Not that I like really care that much about achievements, though a lot of mods are starting to use them now, which is cool. Should probably have some wool-covered wiring, too. I think I'm going to go craft some of that stuff. And since it's quiet on TeamSpeak, I will edit the video at this point, cut it out, and I'll be back in a few once I've got some colored wiring. And we're back. Hooray! And I've got a bunch of cabling. Hooray, hooray. I haven't decided exactly where I want to get this stuff wired up to yet, but for now I'm just going to start messing around down here. It's sort of straight.
I hear a laser go off and I hear it's sort of straight. What?
I'm sort of shooting it straight.
Uh-huh. I don't believe you.
Yeah, probably not the best idea to build this in the desert where like every block falls as soon as I start mining, but oh yeah, that's a mess I made. Whoops.
I don't like the idea of whoops.
Dude, I really think Buildcraft oil spouts should light on fire.
Yeah.
Just saying, that might be cool.
Quick way to get rid of it too. That'd be awesome. Guess the oil well at the bottom explodes.
Alright, I want to program my computer probably, yeah, I'm going to have a computer somewhere around here-ish. Let's see. Where do I want this thing? Good question. Maybe here would be a cool spot for a computer? Yeah, that might be cool.
Well, if nothing
Now,
else, this mod will at least look really nice.
What's that?
Sidecraft.
Yeah.
Might not necessarily have a lot of functionality to start with, but it does look really nice with all the textures and the block renders.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, looking forward to playing with this a little bit, the Zycraft thing. No smooth stone? No biggie.
Here's nothing.
Alright, so white and orange will wind up moving my stuff. White to the left, orange to the right. Cool. Yep, I like that so far. So far, so good. I haven't decided, by the way, if I'm going to do this with Fourth, and it's time to sleep, or if I want to do this with Computer Craft. I mean, this is the age of computers. I wasn't specific on whether it would be Fourth or Computer Craft.
Very true.
I could probably do this a little bit more easily in Computer Craft.
Yeah.
Just saying.
What? A lot easier to edit.
Yeah, it would be a lot easier to edit. So yeah, not totally decided yet how I'm going to work this out, but I'll figure it out. And then I need to do something with this.
Okay, you remember that staircase you mined earlier?
Yes.
There's a zombie in it.
Nice. The one I like just covered up briefly and made no real attempt to actually do anything with. Oh yeah, I remember that guy. Where did my... There it is.
Just remember where the zombie sounds are coming from.
Kill it with fire. Alright, so that should work for all that stuff. And I could probably, if I wanted to, magenta this guy? Sure. Sounds like a good color to go with. And I brought some marble stuff with me. I don't know what I did with it, though. Probably left it back home. Yeah, I did. Temporary spots. Temporary as in for the rest of the season. Not terribly attractive, but it'll work. How do we feel about doing it this way? Slowpoke, you still around?
I think he went this talking about it.
Oh, that's right. He did say he was leaving, didn't he?
So.
Alright,
Yeah.
so now I have a way to move this arm left and right, and I have a way to emit redstone signals. I wonder if anybody's figured out what I'm making yet. I'm pretty sure at this point some people have. Alright, I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Let me debate over computer craft versus fourth, because I think this would be a lot easier to do in computer craft, I'm not going to lie. I don't know if fourth can do what I want to do. Alright, guys, we're back, and what did I decide to go with? A computer craft computer. Why? Well, frankly, it would be a little bit easier to do this way. So I'm going to boot this guy up, and I'm going to label it. Cool, I labeled my computer. And I have a lot of V's. I know. You guys yelled at me for the V's. I'm sorry. So now, let's play around with this thing a little bit. What do you say? I was right here with this guy, so I just need some more bundled cabling. Now the bundled cabling is going out the bottom. So pretty much all I need to do is, if I want to move this thing to the right, I need to red pulse white. So I just have to remember how red pulse works. Oh, there we go. Side, count, period. There should be one for... I guess red set has to do it. Hey, there we go. It moved it to the right one. Nice. And then I just need to move it to the left one by doing kind of this. Turn off white. And turn on orange. And that should move it back to the left one. Perfect. It's now at the far left position. And if we wanted to, let's say, have something in this chest, like a piece of cobble, we just have to pulse purple, or magenta, as it were. There it goes. I'm programming my computer. I don't think I've been hitting my push to talk while I've been writing the stuff. So, that is the basic gist. Cool. Alright guys, I'll be back in a few minutes here. Okay guys, we are back, and it's time to write a program. I'm going to call this program request. And it's going to basically, in case you guys haven't figured out just yet what I'm doing, is I want to make a logistics pipe style request system where I can go over to this computer and type in an item that I want to get and how many of them to give me, and it's going to run over and it's going to figure out where this current little arm thingy is at among all these chests. It's going to know what items are in each of the chests because I'm going to just tell it, like one chest will be for coal and another will be for redstone and stuff like that. And then it's going to pulse the magenta line a certain number of times to match up with what I'm doing. So basically, you know, if I type in request and do, you know, coal 32, it might move to the first chest and pulse 32 times to get out 32 coal. And then if I move over to, you know, redstone, might be in this chest, so it'll move over a certain number of times and pulse, you know, however many redstone I tell it to give me. So I haven't entirely figured out how I'm going to write that program, but I'm going to get started on it now, and then maybe come back next episode once I've made a little progress on it, hopefully, because it's really, really hard probably to write a program and come up with the logic of the program as you're recording. But I'll basically do a couple basic components right now. So let's take a look at the API. So I'm just going to save this guy real quick, even though it's blank, and check out the RS API. There we go. Alright, so I can set bundled output, and I choose the side and the colors. Cool. So if I do this, or just RS for example. Set bundled output, side is bottom, and colors is white, I believe. Number expected got string. Okay, so colors needs to be in the form of a number, so let's do that. And that should turn it on and move over to the right one, which it does appear to have done. Remember, I should be able to see the frame arm, or the frame motor if it's all the way to the left. And then if I do the same, but make it a 2, and close the parentheses, of course, it should move it to the left. And it should have just, you know, turned off white and turned on orange when I did that. And then 0 will turn them both off. So, cool. I like that. So how do I want to write that as a function in my thing? So basically set bundled output can do that. I want to just do a help on red power. Oh, there you go. Colors.red and colors.blue. Okay, I see. That's a way to choose your colors. That's neat. Very cool. I like it. Alright, well I'm going to use the set bundled output and write this program. First, I'm going to write a function for moving the arm to the right. And basically, in order for that to work, I need to pulse the white cable a certain number of times. So, I'm going to write this function. And what I'm going to do is say so I'm using another for loop like I explained to you guys before, and that's going to loop through a certain number of times. Now I think this is the first time that I'm passing a variable in a function. So basically I'm creating a function that I can give it a variable when I call the function, and then it's going to use that variable in the function wherever I want it. So example is if I tell this thing to move right 3 times, I would type something like move right, open parentheses 3, close parentheses, and then when this function runs, it's going to use that number 3 in the for loop, and that's how many times it's going to run the program. And basically it's going to do rs.set bundled output bottom, and remember when we're moving right we want to activate the white line, so that's going to be number 1. Cool. So we're going to turn on the white thing, and then we're going to do a wait, which I have to figure out how to do. Alright, I figured out it's os.sleep and then a number of seconds. So I'm going to tell it to wait for let's say 0.4 seconds, and then it's going to set the bundled output of bottom to 0, and then os.sleep 0.4. Now why did I choose 0.4 seconds? Any takers? Pretty simple. Basically, it takes 0.8 seconds for the frame motor to move. So in theory, if this thing works properly, what it should do when it moves right is turn on for about a little less than half a second, and then turn off. And by the time it finishes turning it off, and then another about 0.4 second sleep, the frame motor will have finished moving, and then it can run again. I'm sorry, I'm programming and explaining, and what that means is I can't use my push-to-talk key because I'm a noob.
Yeah.
And I have it set to V. And I know I should just change it. I know I should, but that's fine.
There's not a lot you can change it to. I mean, you change it to something else, so I get a capital or some other command.
So now I'm going to rewrite this guy for move left, but it's going to basically be the same thing. Come spot check my code and tell me I'm not doing something totally stupid.
Spot check your code. I'm gonna start adding a whole bunch of F's because of my push to talk.
I guess I could have done 0.8 and then eliminated that extra line. That would have worked. But whatever. So now I'm going to call this function here called moveRight. And remember, capitalization counts. So if you capitalize your function name, capitalize it when you call it. And we're going to say moveRight 5 times. Okay. Now when I run the request program, it should move the thing right 5 times. So in theory, this should move right 5 times when I run this guy. Let's see if I'm right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Awesome. Now I'm just going to change it to move left. Perfect. Move left and move right functions have been written. I like it.
Nice.
Nothing terribly complicated, but, you know, gets the job done. Now we want to do the pulse function, I think. So I'm going to open up this chest and just give myself a few stacks of cobblestone. How do I do that? Remember, I have the Digger's Supply backpack resupplying me stuff. So I'm going to do a function called request. Request items. So 4 for magenta. Let's say 0.2 seconds. I wonder if this can do this quickly. So this is how you write your programs, guys. Basically, do very simple steps at a time and then test them. You know how I always test my builds when I'm building something? Well, now I'm writing a function one at a time and testing it. So I tested my move right and move left. I know they work. So now I can always use move left and move right, and it'll always work properly. Now I'm going to request items and see if that works. So we're going to, again, test our items. Just remember to spell the function name right and include all the words that you included. So request items 10 should pulse 10 times with a 0.2-second delay. So let's do it. But before I do that, I want to make sure that this chest is empty, and I can't access it at the moment, so nice and empty. Good. Because I didn't want to, you know, have it miscount. Too quick? Possibly too quick. 0.2 seconds. I wasn't sure if that would be too fast or not, so let's go with 0.3. And we will get this cobble out of here. And rerun request. Okay, that's also... Oh, I know why. Derp-de-dur. See? Reasons to test, guys. I derped.
These are the times that I like Notepad++.
Yeah, I would have liked to have been able to copy and paste that instead of retyping it, but oh well, what can I say? So I'm wondering if it can handle a 0.2-second delay. And it's looking like not so much. No, definitely not. So that should work a little better. Except it's kind of not working better. What went wrong there? It pulled one item, but it didn't pull more. Was I pulsing too quick for the transposer?
I can take a look. Are you jammed up somewhere?
I think it might be a little too quick for the transposer. And that might also be server lag, guys. Might also be a server lag situation. Working now? Alright, cool. Yeah. So it's got about a half-second delay between items. That's not too bad.
Which, in retrospect, actually seems like a typical timer use anyways.
That's kind of cool. Alright, well, I feel like we're pretty much at a good wrapping up point for this video. So hopefully, you know, the ratio of programming to actual building of fun things was decent for you guys. But, you know, we'll see what the comments have to say. Alright, this is Direwolf20 signing off on episode 54 of Direwolf20 Server Play. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Soren, we better sleep. And take it easy.